The Ross Sea, Antarctica, is the most pristine marine ecosystem on Earth.
As you're moving down towards the Ross Sea, you're about to witness a true concert of life.
Along comes this blue fishing vessel and begins to deploy a long line.
Toothfish produced a gold rush mentality.
There's no socially redeeming value about taking a toothfish out and serving it up on a platter to people in the most expensive restaurants in North America.
Ordering toothfish in a New York restaurant is that essentially you're destroying an ecosystem.
We have a chance to protect it or to lose it forever.
Police out with their weapons drawn, students out looking, trying to see what's going on, running out of buildings.
I was one of 7 students to survive out of a class of 17. People tell me that God was looking out for me that day. That's why I'm here. I just got lucky. So after I graduated, I wanted to know what else I could still do.
You can't have anything all or nothing in this world, you know? You gotta be in the middle. You gotta have reasonable restrictions, reasonable regulations that come in the middle.
I am afraid, but I do believe it's the good thing to do, so it's the fight I want to fight and the fight I will fight.
Our life was perfect.
And then the day came where we found out that they had enlarged spleens.
They don't want to be entrepreneurs in this space, but they have to.
I'm just a mom. I just want to treat my kids. I want to try to save their lives.
Individuals can drive change.
If you just don't get moving and start taking action, then the inevitable is going to happen.
There's enormous hope.
The answers are in us. This is the time we all need to really be together.
40 years ago, a report by a team of scientists from the MIT shook the world. They designed and ran the first global computer model ever, suggesting humanity should adapt to the physical limitations of planet Earth in order to avoid overshoot and collapse. Their report was published in a book entitled The Limits to Growth.
40 years ago, it was still theoretically possible to slow things down and come to an equilibrium. Now that's no longer possible.
The horrible fact is that democracy and capitalism will not solve those problems.
We should listen to them for the sake of new generations.
Almost 70% of African American children are born to a single female-headed household.
My dad died when I was 3.
My dad went to jail when I was 6.
I consider myself one lucky son, and from a long line of lucky sons. In each generation, there was a loving father present. But when it came to other black kids in my area, I noticed their fathers weren't around like mine. As an adult, still not having this phenomenon explained to me, I decided to find an explanation.
You know, I don't think some people realize how important a father figure could be to a child.
It's also up to other people in the community to step up as partners in the development of young people so that they can avoid addiction, incarceration, gang violence, and other ills that derail so many of our talented youth from the path that they should be on.
The last year of law school, and I was sitting there and I was saying, I can't do this for the rest of my life. I have to follow my boyhood dreams while I'm still a boy. So off I went.
Yeah.
I went to the Amazon.
There's so much economic activity going on. You just can't walk around and say to people, okay, here's an injunction, stop work. You can't do that.
Basically, it's time to have a fresh look at overall Amazon policy.
We're not simply talking about planting trees or recycling paper. We're talking about people's happiness. And our biggest challenge is to link happiness to standing forests.
We have built America in a way that is, I believe, fundamentally unhealthy. We're looking at the first generation in American history to have a shorter lifespan than their parents. In 2001, members of Congress thought that I should be fired because I dared suggest that how we were building America might be bad for our health, might be making us overweight, unfit, depressed, and lonely.
To see your son not be able to take a breath is one of the hardest things I've ever had to deal with.
Designing Healthy Communities is a 4-hour mini-series and companion book based on my extensive work in the field of public health. Each of the 1-hour episodes tackles specific problems and offers realistic solutions that will promote better health and enhance the overall quality of our lives.
In 1997, 178 countries signed the Kyoto Protocol. A carbon market was established as one of the primary means to reduce pollution. Carbon credits allow polluters in the affluent global north to continue their activities unchecked, as long as someone, somewhere in a developing nation is simultaneously doing something green. But what impact are these offsets having?
Considerando que estou aí captando carbono para não aquecer o planeta, mas estou deixando comunidades morrer de fome.
खऱ्या अर्थाने आम्ही दुःखी आहोत त्या प्रकल्पामुळे आम्हाला जे फायदे व्हायचे होते ते फायदे कुठले झाले पवनचक्की प्रकल्पाने आमच्या पूर्ण गावाला लोबडलं गेलेले.
El problema es que es solución desde el punto de vista del capital y no desde el punto de vista de la protección de los seres humanos y del planeta.